Bunda manje mone kene mu kwasi nkataya gazeli onye maneke mu
keep you up
biko iya kitan neme bo basalu video trend
you watch that video
online
comment and share
since today regarding here
my own people ndị nwe m na ndị nwe ngwa bịanụ ka unu tụọ ezugo njọ ya n'ihu kedu ife dị ife ahụ ezugo na-eme like kedu ife dị ife ahụ ezugo na-eme like I understand that na-enwere a lot of people na-ekwu na ezugo when you started we love you because of this okay hold on. Go ahead, you are stubborn. You are stubborn in nature. Hey, Sugar precious. You are stubborn in nature. Hey, one name get one if man stubbornness here sometimes na adakwonu stubbornness here sometimes na adakwonu apuru. So when as I was saying before, somebody were bata na my shop. Ask him, can you dey far like her about ezugo? Or like I always get from some people, I say, ezugo, I used to like you, but so you used to like me. What is that but? What is that but? Chukwebuka Precious, you are very stubborn. Oh, my brother. I am you are very stubborn in nation. My name and sometimes my brother stubbornness and adakwa adumma. The other go. Sometimes this stubbornness na ada adwa kumma. ọ na-ada abawa ulu, especially na this stubbornness nwụrụ ebe ụbọchị stubbornness ya abaghị n'ebe nya na nya ụbọchị stubbornness ya abaghị in favor of you na a kind of opinion or a kind of discussion, you will like it and you will love it. Zaga Gist Analyzer said, you are too intelligent and smart. That's the only thing I dislike about you. Zaga Gist Analyzer. In a teasing keta. In a teasing keta. Guy, you're flattering me, honestly. I ain't going to flattering so but thank you very much. Eh? Okay, but Chukwuebuka Precious said, Okushalo, you are stubborn in nature. Or but you are a good guy. Thank you very much. Chukwuebuka Precious. Then Francisco Cavo said, don't mind them. You are all right with me. Oh, Dalo Francisca. Chukwuemeka Oga, boss, help me for my page. Chukwuemeka Oga, inbox on now. Inbox on, send the other message in my inbox. The other go. You stand for the truth, my bros. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Zaga Gist in honestly, a lot of people now say, Ezugo, when you started, I love you so much. I like what you are doing. But along the line, and most people know along the line. I want to honestly, you know, when we don't do open section like this, you will not know how people feel about you. So honestly, this is me now. It you when na seat. I want to know that thing I am not doing right. Share this video because I want to get many opinion. Now this live broadcasting on go. This live section. I want even after I am done with this live broadcast, I will still go through the go comment sections to know how people feel about me. So okay, so many of them ya say, now we bidoli for now you like a chacharu because we feel you are fighting for Christianity, you are standing in the gap for Christianity, but along the line you personalized it and it seems like you are now fighting for a particular congregation. Yes, I get those people who always say that. But I explained this thing before. The reason you were equivalent because yesterday I from the same opinion from two people. Now two different posts making. For do they send the my inbox. You gotta go. But I want you to know that if I make a wofi we have not deviated. We have not deviated. Onwelu Lilian Tobechukwu Ilabuchi say you always stand on the truth. Continue. That is why I am following you. You see, Lilian Tobechukwu Ilabuchi, thank you very much. That reminds me. When they told her this morning, as I was waking up, I continue in a bed. A message came into my WhatsApp. The other go. And when I responded, the person said, and I quote, where is it? Oh, I think on at this phone. Was on at this phone can receive a message from my but according to the person, also non young with the same person daily message na 18th of last month, if I'm not mistaken. You are doing fine, you are doing well. Send me your account number. Drop on my account number. It will 70,000. We're saying happy Sunday this morning. The fact that no know for a recharge card. And I look at 70,000. We're saying 70,000 for a recharge card. So thank you very much to that fan. I appreciate you. I gotta go. Now, that is another result of Madopolo with regard to Ifa. So according to Onya Esugo, you are doing well. Keep it up. So thank you very much. You always stand on the truth. Yeah, by the and Tovechukwu. Then Chukwuemeka Paul say, I like everything about Esugo. And what I like you most is that you like to stand for the truth, no matter who it may concern. Chukwuemeka Paul, thank you very much. Chukwebuka Precious, let me call Matthias to define you more. Boy, don't be shocked and surprised. Matthias yasiyo na Ezugo is laka. Do you know what laka means? If laka mean na language in the Zambia, Ezugo is good. Matthias Mweliki say Ezugo is laka. I love Ezugo. Yes, look what we are doing. Like those people who express the opinion of namu deviate from even name or do say I say namu focus also nife Zion. That's a lie. That's a lie. Even Jewish know a lie is that when we were confronting Matthias, it was on a discussion of Oka women and Ajiko Wese, but along the line they personalize the attack now on Zion. You want to go? Mbana so mebe nchedosiri Ezugo na man you be. Thank you very much. Oluchiche desiri Ezugo. You don't go to church today. Even akono tata wono 14 after 2 na akono already now. After 2 na already. Emana oka ha na-eje nwere ndị na-eje nke ụtụtụ. Gbasa ifedu ka ebe like right now, almost all the Catholic and Anglican churches niile yafo yemechisiana church. Or maybe like a ministry like Zion and maybe adoration ground like Father Mbaka, Ebubenwanso, Domiriha, and there's some Pentecostal churches who they yafuzi na akoka by now or can make program by now. So Oluchiche the nne ana mejoka mostly kama na ụfọdụ njecha okwu ụtụtụ ịghọtara wee continue my program nneme. So yes, ana mejoka Chukwuemeka pause. Some people like to do eye service so that people will praise them, but for your side you don't even send anybody. Chukwuemeka Paul, thank you very much. Engineer Paul CJ Umonyido say na ijekwala ụka taa. Yes, Engineer Paul CJ, I've answered that one before. Most times if na meje ụka na ụbọchị ụka, if no nwere ike ọwụ nwere something attend to go, or maybe nwere message in church is spread, which is also gospel. Go, it's also gospel because anything capable of building your faith is also gospel. But most times, even the jail walk out first service in the Anglican church, time where is that woman that used to cry because our queen Ogechi Hope is crying now for cancer eye service everywhere. Ikemo ọkwa call on out ugboro among nọ na ndị mmadụ ahụ agwa na-ezugo na agwa. Those kind of aghụghọ wife onye duka ezugo no out for na this Facebook I know. Share this video, click on like and love. This as jokingly as this program na-emedo, but I want people to learn something from it. I want people to learn something from it. Yeah, so that kind of eye service of Iowa, you know, when I was calling out that woman then, a lot of people but the fact is that I understand them perfectly the game she was playing. She wasn't actually sympathizing for Ogechi or feeling concerned about Ogechi or wanting Ogechi to be released. What she just want to do is mocking Ogechi as if people have abandoned Uge, as if now Ogechi's situation is worse and helpless. I knew then that was what she was doing. Otherwise, all that it is all about only Igbo non detention. Why is she not doing the same thing for Kensere? Or are you telling me that Ogechi is more Igbo person than Kensere and the other of Umunai, the non prison, including Mazen Nande Kano? When have you ever seen her crying for Mazen Nande Kano? It's more like an issue a lot of Igbo Nekumake. So I understand. That is why in I do too emotional, you may not always like my program. In I do too emotional, you may not always like my program. So for those people who Ezugona, we like you because we believe that you were standing up for Christianity, but along the line, in changes here, or do they call only Zion ministry? Can Wanda say her, my people, this is still that Ezugo that you know. Share this video. Chinon so say, Ezugo, I like your way. Money cannot change you from where you are. You know, be two-faced guy. Thank you, Chinon. So, my brother, you are doing fine. Well, I like your sense of humor. God grace upon your life. Thank you, Ebereshede. Zaga Gist Analyzer. Dalo, Igwili with us here. What happened then was, when we started this discussion, we were confronting Matthias, all of us together. Then the church had to be divided along congregation, along my pastor. There was unity in the church. There was unity in the church then. Then we had only one person and a particular set of people we were up against. Remember, then we did not say that all men of God were sent. But we were after that ideology of being a Christian. That Christianity as an that was what we are, to tell you that whatever thing is stand for, the good. That look, you gotta go. That was what we were trying to preach. We are confronting the lies being told us and spread by Matthias Nando into deceiving our people by making them to believe that no katekila backward, that Jesus Christ is this, the Bible is a book of lies, there is no miracle, that God does not exist. That was what we were up against then. Not until they decided to use a particular man of God and the ministry as an scapegoat. Because among the Igbo population now, that ministry seems to be the fastest growing one at this point. So they believe that when they single that one out, and after they are done with that one, they're dealing with other people, you are wolfing people. That was why it seems like now for some time we were talking about Zion. If all they were doing and still doing now is to talk about Zion, on the Zionites, Zion ministry, on how Ablo a Christian organization. So do you want us to leave them and allow people to blackmail what they are doing? I want to be reading out all the comments now based on even the treaty now. Tell me why you don't like Ezugo. Tell me why I like Ezugo, man. You know, I like Ezugo because of one reason or the other. If it is the one that I need to change, I will change. I won't need the clarification. I will do that. But I won't I will rebuke you with love. We will rebuke you with love. I only like Ezugo. But I don't like him kissing book I gonna now. Eh? Kissing book. My ego, massage now we mobile. I don't like the way you are tackling Matthias Ezak, Gospel of Truth, where you know too well he is saying the truth. I nwere ike ịgbagota na screen ka anyị discuss mata nwobele ka anyị mara eziokwu dị ife ahụ Matthias na-ekwu. Ịghọtago, ọ na anyị mara eziokwu dị ife ahụ Matthias na-ekwu, it will help us to understand if I am actually the person saying the truth or Matthias or nyawo the person na-ekwu eziokwu. Ịghọtago, ka ịgwa na eziokwu ọ na-ekwu. Ka eziokwu ọ na-ekwu. At a point, let us tell ourselves the truth. Let us tell ourselves the truth. And I'm not tackling him. If you believe that what Matthias is doing to the pastors, then understand that what I am doing is not tackling Matthias, but telling him the truth. So, Matthias, if you don't see what Matthias is doing to pastors and churches as tackling them, and you feel that no, we're right, in a different opinion to the one Hajj, then I can see why you will have a problem with me confronting Matthias also with my own ideas. With my own ideas, with my own truth. So that is not tackling. Oh, that is not tackling. Then Veronica say, God bless you, Ezugo. Thank you very much. You don't need validation from anyone. Thank you very much. Ike Mogagu, Chineke, gozie gị nwanne m, nya gozikwa my brother. Then Celestine Okechukwu, Ezugo, we like you till tomorrow. Remember, not everyone will like you. I like you and what you do. Thank you very much, Celestine Okechukwu Uzo. You gotta go. So those people, even name Babylon and name Zion. No. But the fact is that for us to be able to preach our message very well, we need to focus on Zion, their main target. Perhaps from there, they may actually get the message we are preaching. It's not only Zion. Look, what some of you don't understand is that what Okwara Ndibo is passing through today still traces the foundation to that Christianity Oyado or Noyado. Go and watch that video drop this morning. Eba wonya webe habido wepo Okwara ase, and a lot of people are passing through the same thing. So they have taken that battle from Okoyado into targeting some personalities that have one thing or the other to do with this Christianity, when it gives credibility to Christianity. When it gives some people are inspired, they started targeting people. So that's why we also divided our message to Christianity and also those people they are targeting. Remember that the problem of Okwara today started from the day Evangelist Ebukobi gave a message to Okwara Ndibo according to what Okwara Ndibo said that day. And no claim of that message, and that message into fulfillment, and somebody actually gave him that money that Evangelist Ebukobi gave a prophecy for. That was the day Wahala Okwara Ndibo didolu. Now, do you honestly want me also to abandon Okwara when you know that Nife Ayahan had nothing to do with Ifo Meta personally, but because of the same ideology they are battling? You see, that's why some of them even stood up against him when he went to Germany, and he resisted them. And ever since then, majority of people, Buluyaga Mbojelu, Ife Basaru COS, Buluyaga, based on the fact, Ndebu Kashoko Miloha, Ejike Moment of Tuta, Buluyaga, based on the fact, no credibility to that Christianity as an ideology, by confirming that na prophecy that they said go be into fulfillment. So therefore, now that fulfillment of that prophecy of no nwelu onye yenye nnukwu ego, no nwelu ego na abia his way, what that COS money. You want to go? I go kwa comment. Anyway. Okay. Celestine Okechukwu Uzosiri. Okay, Ezugo, we like you till tomorrow. I've agugum this one. Then I like you because you always stand with the truth without fear or favor. Thank you very much. I jump on Guru because he make sense. So no need to read his comment. He's always in the business of not making sense. So let us live in that business. Veronica said, fear not, for God is with you and your family. Thank you very much, Veronica. Thank you very much. Veronica, I'm this comment again. Fear not, son of God, for God is with you and your family. Hallelujah. Yeah, thank you very much, Veronica. Then you make any say, I like you just for standing on what you believe, whether in good or in bad, which is very necessary. Thank you very much. Yeah, Aneke Ifani, the way you always stand against the oppressor of Okwara, Aneke Ifani, we need to stand against them. Thank you. Because we know that those people who are oppressing him are not doing it with a genuine concern. We know the root foundation of what they are battling. We know the crime Okwara committed against them. I know the crime Ogechi committed against them. So that is why, whether in good or in bad, we stand with those people. Because those people at one time were the people who stood, even right now, they are standing for the kingdom. Yes, God can use anybody. God can use anybody. So I don't just see event with Anya, not just now unfold. I go to the root, the foundation. It will help you to know the direction of your fight. You other go. It will also help you to know what you are battling against. So they cannot deceive you. You other go. They cannot deceive you. You get the point? They cannot deceive us. Yes. So there are so many people. There are so many people who are still suffering the effect of Nahal Kurunoka Wezioku. Therefore, and that was the same fate Mr. Ibu suffered. Because now Mr. Ibu a Christian. If we has to send there off. If we has to send there go. You see a lot of people. So these days, the battle has gone beyond Facebook discussion. You can see that they are using every means possible. So I can understand the fact that a lot of people now enjoy that time where we bring so many people now live broadcast and we discuss on varieties of ideas. People will bring their we just look for many ways of trying to prove to Matthias Nando that they are being deceitful. But in as much as we keep engaging them in the same manner now, but we need to tackle the reality, which is the physical manifestation of that thing on Facebook. They have taken it to the ground, and we cannot look away. Imagine if you want us to close our eyes at the kind of oppression under Anashoka Hanye Evangelist Ebukobi. Although good now, he's one of us. The other go, he's one of us. Then those other people who said, because much people who like even remember, in as much as a few of them na my comment, but I know that there are some who keep quiet, they cannot talk. The other go, and when they keep quiet, they cannot talk. Shuks Okori, you are a very big bone in their throat. Continue the good work, brother. And they go back to our roots are the problem in Igbo land today. Thank you very much. Tell me one problem I confront to go on Facebook. Or how the architect of that problem. So you could see that they have taken that message from just talking church on Facebook to reality, manifesting it. How else can Okuro come out on Facebook to tell you that you will come out to advocate for Ndento against Okuro Alabunyatoje, if not because of that background? Okay, look at the people who Buifa Anisi. Shisomama is against Oka. Ijele speak is against Oka. Ejike Moment of Truth is against Oka. Linking the vibrator. They spread that propaganda against Okuro and Igbo. They spread those lies against Evangelist Ebukobi. Collapse now into adoration platform. The only issue I have with Father Ejike Membaka is because he allowed himself for these people to use his platform. And he's up till now, he is still refusing to put a disclaimer to rebuke all those people. He is still refusing to do that. It's not that I have any problem with his own personality. When you see me point at so many events of the past, it is to remind him. It is to remind him that these are the things you pass through. Why allow another person to be subjected to the same thing you pass through? And with you even being also part of the instrument that will be used against the same person. That is it. Beyond this, I don't have any personal problem with him. And that is why you don't usually see me. You don't usually see me going after his personality. No, that's not me. I go after the event that has happened. I'm not his personality. I'm not after his personality. My own is just if you can understand the message that is hidden in what I say, then it will be lacquer. A lot of things has happened. And if you trace all of them, you can still trace them to the very discussion I made discuss on Facebook. First time, the issue of Mamu Mushu. How else? Is it not for them to prove to us that miracle does not exist? That there is nothing like prophecy? Namumwa Adro. Obronyeka Haji will jump into the case of Mamu Mushu, case of Lovett, and Everett. All they are doing is just to prove to us that there is nothing like prophecy. There is nothing like miracle. But you and me know that prophecy exists and is real. That a miracle exists and is real. So if we now help them to bring down what God is using Evangelist Ebukobi to do in Zion ministry, don't you think that it has gone a long way to prove to them or to prove to the world that there is nothing like a miracle, there is nothing like prophecy, that God does not exist? Don't you think so? Don't you think so? So even the equivalent for those people who are feeling like Ezugo these days now is more like Zion. It is still the same movement. It says you have shifted. No, we confront these guys according to what they bring to the table. We follow them according to the route and the road Hanagane. If they use jet, we fly with them. If they use helicopter, we fly with them. If they use kite, we fly with them. If they use bus, we go on a bus with them. If they are trekking, we trek with them. If they are running, we run with them. That is what we do. So we follow them as they come out. So if the direction they have gone to is Zion, why we will not follow them there? Does that mean that Namato will go the struggle into Zion affair? That is not true. That is not true. But the fact is that we use their own words against them. And if we keep quiet, Zion ministry is a ministry of strategic interest as far as Christianity is concerned. As Onyibo. So we need to show them this is what our God can do. They talk about church, not enhancing development. And I thought development in Zion, that is a church, is bringing to Ngobala. And we are showing them if church cannot bring development, what is it that is happening in Ngobala? So how honestly can you say that we are reducing it into a Zion affair? We are not. And they said Matthias hospital, free hospital. The other day I told them about the maternity in the Winners Chapel nationwide. Nationwide. In free delivery. We show them that. That is Winners now, not Zion. Even the day I asked AGK Moment of Truth a question about Ahoriawe between Church Hospital Matthias and the Ienu Ablo Zion way. Daisan Hospital Akudo Ablo Zion way. Immaculate Heart Ablo Zion way. Then all Seraphic Hospital Mpolo all Zion way. So Ozamusim no Zion no Seraphic Hospital it's a question I asked him so that he will understand that if I Matthias pretend they know they may Nandoka name sinsi. Nandoka name sinsi. That is it. Because our artists now to comment Guru. Also, we have ended fake prophecy of Zion. Except if you say that you have ended fake prophecies of Zion, you are confirming to us now the whole prophecies Evangelist Ebukobi every day na program a na-eme n'abalị open heaven na ha ncha niile ewu real prophecy if you say you have ended the fake prophecy of Zion, then what it means is that now prophecy ni evangelism ko bi na enye no open heaven on every day na hanchari na real prophecy. Hallelujah. Amen. So while we are discussing, I want more people to tell me, Kirife they fire like about Ezugo. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know. What I go? I'm curious to know. I want to know. What is it that you don't like about me? Kirife they fire. Now, ụfọdụ n'ime ndị mmadụ Ezugo, it is just because of Ogechi. Stop getting yourself involved in a matter concerning Ogechi. Stop getting yourself involved in a matter concerning Ogechi. Minus Ogechi's matter. I love you. We like you. You see? That also, except if you don't value what I stand for on this Facebook. Perfect or I'm always mad. I'm a human being just like you. But and I always make mistakes, a lot of them. But that does not mean that I don't know. I don't know how I see life. I know how I see life. I know how I arrive at my judgment. I know how I judge issues and matters. I have looked deeply into the matter of Ogechi. And the only thing on Nafu is a case of bully, oppression, and intimidation. Conspiracy. That is what I have seen. And in recent time, why many people, though recruited into that same system, who because of sudden involvement in Ife Basalo Zion, it is still from the same place. This is still the same lady, despite how you see her, who comes out to tell you that God exists. It was God exists that also made her to encounter Zion, to encounter Zion ministry, God of Zion ministry. Now she's also stood and they were prone to several attacks in the area. A lot of those people who are going back to the root agenda also recruited themselves and compressed themselves into that particular group. Enemies increase here. This is what they do. They wear coat of many colors. They can turn to be adorers tomorrow. Justice for the COS students. Compress you, they change like a chameleon. Yeah? They change like a chameleon. Omar is saying, as for the Ezugo I am seeing on my screen, I hate nothing. You are very intelligent. Jideki. Oh, thank you very much. No, you see my bar. Boom. No, you see my bar. Boom. You gotta go. So, Ndawu may coat of many colors. They change like chameleon. If you actually do not be ignorant of the devices of the evil one. Do not be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. You can put anybody you want to put after that devices of. They can devise into anything. And if you don't know what is happening, they will deceive you. Imagine them trying to get Zion, Evangelist Kobe, to issue a statement denouncing normal Ogechi Okeke Njakawo. When of course, Ogechi is doing what she's doing for the love of Zion. How many followers of Zion Ministry can Evangelist Bukama? In fact, how many followers of Zion Ministry can the Zion Ministry even in a crowd out here in Afodia? People don't even know themselves, apart from family or friends, gonna have webia. So how else can they be expecting him to issue a statement, if not just to show the people that she's standing alone? When Zion has never said, oh, we are standing with Ogechi, we are with Ogechi, or we are this. This is Ogechi doing what she feels she can to her own understanding. Or to so now, when they did that and it failed, they tried to get the families of Oba and Ndotwe in the saga between Ogechi and the J-Pack to react against Oge. When it failed, they finally saw Wanyi Abuja as an instrument to use into actualizing that particular thing. Actually, when it failed, so if you are ignorant of their devices, you will not understand that these are still the same people. The same people, the same people, the same people. They can turn to lover of Mirabel overnight. They can begin to love Mwanya Abuja overnight. They may even start loving Ijele that minute. Yeah? Imagine those people. Do you know what I did then? Ijele name a program Makamas and Nandekano. A woman akwụkwọ. Na-edetu afa ndị na-agụ iyi. Na-edetu afa ndị na-agụ iyi. Ọ ba ime program maka Zion. Afụkwa m ndị niile ha na-agụ iyi. Ha abịakwa na-asị ride on, Ijele, nwa Chineke, na-ewu nke a. The same people, they compress themselves into different organizations and groups just for one aim. That one aim which is going to bring that common enemy Hanwelu down. Now, Ogaka Ijele, still the same people. I took notice of some names, still the same people, turned out to say, no enemy of Ndibo. That is why nobody is coming for him. You get the point? So if you are wise, you will know that we are up against the same people. The same message we have never compromised on our message. We have never compromised on our message. We have never compromised on our message. And that is it. That is the fact. So for those people, for Catalina, feel a device go buy into another thing, do different. No, I am telling you, it is still the same thing. Eh? It is still the same thing. So that is it. We have never changed and we are not going to change tomorrow. All these people are still enemies to the body of Christ. They are the same people who are wishing and plotting that the church should go down. Now, anybody they found along the way, they devise any means to bring that person down. I know that my own time will still come, but I am ready. Wagibe Moto say, I said it long time ago, no, we will miss Senator Ifeanyi Oba. We can't find this match in a long time. Of course, no doubt, Wagibe Motos. No doubt. Obidowe na ebidowe. Erodago. Obidowe na ebidowe. Ekwuru na obodo gbu ife ha ji wee de ebube. Ịma na nke obodo ahụ agwụgo. Erodago. Nkodo na mba na-egelu mba nni. And ana m ada atụwa ilu ita. Okwu ita na ọwụ na na-ekwu okwu chọghị ikwute maka Ifeanyi. Erodago. Erodago. Ilu no gbuo dike. But if you can, so no doubt. So you see, so if you don't understand what Ezugo stand for, if you don't understand what Ezugo stand for na Facebook, then you will be confused. But people who really understand what Ezugo stand and represent na Facebook will always find Ezugo in every message I preach. Every message in Barane, they will always see Ezugo there. They will always see that Ezugo hammer. They will always see that same Ezugo hammer speaking. Yes, so many people. They will always see Ezugo. The kind of conspiracy these guys. Let me tell you what we ended up doing on Facebook. We ended up breaking the long chain of captivity and agenda on Facebook. Those days, it used to be 1, 2, 3 of you bloggers sit here down. They will cook up something, launch into the social media space. Blog. Before you know it, over and over and over and over and over. Now, what we ended up doing on the media is sanitizing and retiring those people. We retired them. These days, when you say something on Facebook, people will confront you with different ideas. And if you cannot defend what you have said, people will throw that particular thing into the trash can. That is what we have ended up doing. Are we not even supposed to get a credit for doing that? Are we not supposed to get a credit for doing that? I suppose Ekenaye for doing that. Beyond this Ezugo now, if you see me, a man Ezugo, a loving Ezugo, a sweet guy. A sweet guy. Working on sorry. When that even put up for her, I'm on my hammer. There's go. Have a my name. I name which I now this guy when you name on a screen if on our back. So this guy when you name on a screen if on our back. If I na back network. If I na back on live our he will got if I know horn out of hatred. You know then I Google so many places in Norway fell out with so many people. Even some of my fans who love me. You know I go make the for God in Mexico. Okay, go get you even for God in Mexico when you party that Mexico vlog. Obido Bawamo, no, gonna say Obido Bawamo, no Sawamo. I tried everything possible to ignore him because when I got enough of him, I blocked him. You other go? Yeah, when I got enough of him, I blocked him instantly. Because I believe that those people are what because click in and love and like. I need to see different opinions of people here. Only 5 people share go this video, and I like on 28 people only react to go to this. But I have 43 comments here. Where are those 43 comments? Where are those 43 people commentary here? And almost the 43 of them, there is something do good. So I want 43 of you, there's something do good. Everybody 43 of you cannot react to this video. Check in here now. Check in here. Go. So, if I do different from if I kumbo and if I kuketa, sense ha ebe na I will come after you. That is it. I will come after you. I form something say do genuine. And for the form na in many wa. And I like it. Yes. I don't just like it. For the conduct of women na in I don't just like it. I don't just like it. Almost 80% of the people who against Ogechi are not people who major direct. They are people who join the queue because of somewhere had Ogechi with disagreement, which is either the adorers from Saiden Baka or people from Saiden Matthias. So they now came together because she disagreed with them on those areas. They now came after her under something they did not even know when it happened. Number 1, Agwagongu ebe hasi weso Ijele. Ebe hasi weso Okurora. Then the crime of Evangelist Bukobi is that now among the Igbo population now, ministry is the fastest rising one. And he is one of the people who always speak into something that conflict if Matthias Hane preach. Just like the other day, when Ebube Monson was talking about miracle, you see, Ebube Monson started with that message. But Evangelist Kobe started a long time ago, throwing stones into that kingdom. So they picked him to use him as an scapegoat. I want wejo na fire emwe. I wejo na fire emwe. So ebo na hesi na puraria ayafake nwenofe. When Ijele started speaking, they all collapsed themselves into Ijele lovers. They became the lovers of Ijele. When VDM talked about Ebuka Obi and talked about Kelafe Okuro and Ndibo, all of them ran into those platforms. So what they are doing now is they want a fresh story that will come up. They will all recruit themselves into that particular place just to achieve the same thing. Imagine when the woman in Onisha came out with issues like Zion. Did they all rush to that place to go and make sure that now sort out that issue? The answer is no. The answer is no. They all went there to make sure that Zion got down. And they have set numerous traps against that man. Why are these people always being the target? It is because now I believe that these people on a forefront hindering that message had spread. Chike Musimba, happy Sunday. You all go. So, all no nwere ife like or maka ezugo. Ma like ke ikwu because na ikwu akọnkọwakwa n'ụlọ ịghọta. Mana just like I said, ikwukwa na ya ọwụrụ nke mma na okay na onye a nwee point. Ịghọtala. Then nobody is above correction. Ịghọtala. Nobody is above correction. But those people who na-ekwu ezugo ni personalize ife ị na-eme ọdụzie ka maka Zion oge ọwụna. My dear, ife na-eme n'ihu akwụkwọ warrant that we are going to come aggressively against those people. You ought go. We are supposed to be aggressively against those people. Because indeed, how recruit Rofuma against Evangelist Ebukobi, and they are still planning. You ought go. They are still planning. So I want to make sure no man if I have a plan ya work. I say na injury for one is injury for all. They have more unity. Never ever had a malwa had a mo. Because you can never see them able to have a me for job. If I can hakulu, no now a me for job. You can never hear them do that. They try to conceal evil. They try to cover and conceal evil. Then I want to room for them to come and use her to shine. Yeah? Which is what we must stop. So, Kelonyo Somwelu problem maka Ezugo, how you this one? For those say na na-ekwu with anger. Ezugo anger issue. It means that you don't know me. Emaro nyenwo go ekelushi mmadu ji wepụta uwe nwe ife ihe eme about it. As a matter of fact, that is what makes you unique. Go being able to use it to do something positive is a plus. Being able to use it, I'm happy that now even that aggressiveness in the no where people like them to see use it when I confront issues. Issues not confront to issues they happen. No, a kind of impression. There be so many people know. And that impression do wrong, I will come against it. So how do I also know that people who are demanding justice for Ifo Gechukwu that they are being mischievous? How can I post a video of Ifeanyi Ubana say rest in peace? I mafudo up to 50 people here say rest in peace. I will not even see up to 15 people here say rest in peace. Huh? Man, if you are that for, but when Ogechi said this, but when Ogechi said this, is it me? Give you picture there. Yeah? Or give you picture there for God's sake. If you love the late Senator Patrick Ifeanyi very well, seeing his picture there or video, maybe you're supposed to read the rest in peace. Instead of so, Mfuna, you are not really concerned about Onwe. You are not concerned about that person called Ifeanyi. You are only seeing that as a tool of vengeance against Evangelist Ebuko, against Ogechi Kendiaka. And if I make myself a tool, you will use me to fight Ogechi. If now so many people who keep saying na akotoro jene video ni ne mmelu maka Ifeanyi Uba. Emane yafo comment to those people. Common RIP. Your mouth are supposed to do heavy. You type RIP. Or 3-letter words. You want to go? 3-letter words. Yeah? although too heavy for you to say that to the man you claim to love so much, you will always rush there. Okay, she this, okay, she that, okay, she this. I'm talking about Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, who you love so much. Now, you only want Ezugo to come and use that Senator Ifeanyi Ubah to fight Oge. That is your intention. Mwenecha anya, mwese. Na Ifeanyi ka nwere nwunye. Uche ka very young and energetic. Ifeanyi nwere ụmụnne. Ifeanyi nwere ụmụ. Ifeanyi nwere extended families. In fact, ndị oge Ifeanyi sokwa na family do powerful na Nnewi. So, ha nwere ebu nwe mfo. Ifeanyi nwere associate that are heavyweight that can decide to shut down. Everybody now to shut down. Where are these people? Why are those people are probably doing the best they can as of that time, trying to make sure that Naberia Galofuma putting in their effort. Then on social media, the least you can do for Ifeanyi is to say, rest in peace, our distinguished senator. You cannot do it, yet you are interested in Ifogeshi about him. Now that one aside, when Ifeanyi was alive, a lot of things was alleged against him. The greatest of them all, no so, where Bubuta play to sponsor the repatriation of Mazen Nandekano from Kenya. Which of course we know not contribute to reason why they almost wanted to buy him na Enuguku. Go to his own page, because I did so. He did in a comment section. Even where he was explaining to the BBC in Akaya Dohone, a lot of people are known about already. They wish you all more. Even when he died, so many of them were happy, enjoying. Even during his burial, a voice in a even when we came out confronting those lies, those people were still wishing that na Ifeanyi Ubah na again. So you now ask yourself, why are these people all so interested in Ifeanyi Ogechi Kwurumake, or because of Ogechi? Onye na-achọ Ogechi, Ezugo, Ogechi. They wanted to watch the highest cinema film of all time. When your God, speak to me. Baba, speak to me. What must I do? Why camera? I will direct you on what to do. That was how I disappointed them. That disappointment in Baraha too deep that they now started carrying my picture everywhere because I disappointed them. Because I did not make myself an instrument for them to use me against their common enemies. So when you know the devices of these enemies, you will always know Akwa Iyama Anyenelene Malankalo. You will know that agitation, what is genuine, what is the intentions, what is the end product of this agitation. So, from the field we did not, but rather intensified the battle to another level. They brought it physical down. They started targeting everybody. So we followed them all the way. So when the whole attention of these guys was turned to Zion ministry, we followed them in full force to Zion ministry. So Ngoma, our Zionite, may wish that now I channel that thing to a particular place. But don't worry, later you will still understand and see what we have done. You want to go? You will see, understand, and see what we have done. As you go, it's like you don't used to go to church. Facebook money, the sweet church or church man. Simon Chukwu, thank you very much for always being here. At least you being here at this particular time, watching me, because I know you can't be watching me inside the church. Yeah. So you now staying here to watch me and listening to my church or church, a kind of comfort to my soul. You want to go? Because I bụrụ na ị gara ụka wee nọrọ ebe a na-awashing, or isi na ị gara ụka wee nọrọ ebe a na-awashing, what it means is that no nwere ike hụ na mụ jere ụka wee pụta na-ekwu church or church. So thank you for always listening to my church or church. May God bless you. I love you. Oh no. Merci Olive. Merci Olive. Alright, I see you gonna. So, Kelife de fa. I only comment ma go whenever. Mazi Frank Rosary Ezugo. You are doing a good job, but sometimes you don't need to be very explicit in analyzing certain sensitive issues. Try to apply tactics. Mazi Frank Anorue, I'm trying to understand Ezugo, you are doing a good job, but sometimes you don't need to be very explicit in analyzing certain sensitive issues. Try to apply tactics. Yeah, it depends on what you refer, maybe what you in that refer as sensitive issues. You know what I go? It depends on what if you that refer to as sensitive issues. You know that? A lot of people are there like it. If I in especially some of us who do it without Facebook paying us, easy. Facebook na at least, but ndị Facebook ada akwụ ụgwọ iwere eme ife anyị na-eme. Easy. It's not easy. All so that if I distinguish you from other people is that I understand how some of the matters I treat get on the emotion of others. But the truth must have to be said. Anyway, like so many times when I talk about VDM in the past, I know that many of my followers are VDM lovers. But that too cannot stop me from saying the truth. That way, we malona Ezugo wonye eziokwu. One go no confirm nature bloggers need say Ezugo wonye eziokwu. So when I also apply that my truth in some certain issues, it may not be your own truth, but also understand that the same Ezugo you know is also speaking his mind. You must not agree with it. So VDM issues, I also fought out with a lot of people. And the day also post something good about him. That day, it is still the same VDM. I like what you are doing online, but I think you are sometimes more aggressive to your critics. Kensin Ugo. My brother, even now that one them mother on Facebook ever, which is gonna constructive and destructive criticism. When you engage na my post in a constructive way, we are going to iron out issues. I hope na last time about a moment of truth on my page. Some of my followers na go drop where, even in the morning when Papilo was na my program. Some people na go, I will leave this broadcast if you don't drop him down. How else can I be more constructive in tackling issues if not to always welcome those people, even on the screen, to welcome those people on the screen to come and iron out that issue one-on-one with them, provided you are not insulting me. For example, my brother, Kesiri Ugo, you cannot come to my page, shock you disagree with even Neku. Say namu wo ni iberibe, namu do jobless, namu wo feke. E go bagodu mi, e go my family, e go my generation. How else do you want me to react to you? E go, how else do you want me to react to you? Or if even na-ekwu evangelist Ebuka Obi, ịbịagodo ebe ahụ buru ụzọ kpọba ya onye arinji, ịkpọba ya onye ohi, ịkpọba ya all manner of men. What kind of reply are you expecting from me or my followers? But when you come there and you argue responsibly, asịrị na okwu ọma enweghị ụsa, I will not respond to you in an aggressive way. For me to respond to you in an aggressive way, it is because you have also commented in a kind of way. Ana m apụ. Jee na page waja ba na program emego nya. In fact, ana m emebi before until oge nchọpụta na ọ na-eme hafụ ha ka nna bịa na program ha unite ya ka m ghara ikwu okwu. Njezi ikwu okwu a na-asị chelu ka onye agwa ịghọtago ọbụka ma bịara ebe anyị bịa na-egere egere. I stopped it, but yet mfụkwa ka ha na-ekwu ife ana m ejekwa try kpa ka m my opinion. You got to go. Such kind of interactions ana m like here, even na comment section ana m like here. But when you start your comment with insult, I can go and read example of such comment here. You got to somebody jelu na video of my family's ebe ụmụnne m bịara na my shop yesterday. Go. We were happy. They prayed for me. Somebody where the family of imbeciles. Now, Kensei Ugo, is that also a critic? Is that criticism? Sorry. I want to know. Is that criticism? So, if I should react in a kind of way towards that person with that comment, will you honestly say that I am being aggressive? Kensei Ugo, I like it, can drop one another comment so that I will understand. Yeah? You see, for us to cohabit peacefully, even if we don't, when we don't hold the same ideology to some certain things, it's very easy. But we must do that in a civilized and responsible manner. You can't come to my comment section to come and insult and abuse me. And when I react to you, people will begin to say, hey, no. This is actually the place where action and reaction count without even if I choose to look at your comment and the negalanya, it is my choice. But if I say no, I need to give it to this person, woto. That person deserves every single thing in here. Yeah? Gilbert Obara says Ezugo is not foolish. He positioned himself on the media end where he will get the money and connection without being a contributor. Ezugo is not foolish. He positioned himself on the media end where he will get the money and connection without being a contributor. I don't understand what you mean by that anyway. Ezugo, I like everything you are doing, thereby correcting people and some individuals where they didn't get it right. More grease to your elbow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Mazi Frank, now you understand my point. The concept of truth is relative. What you refer to as truth may be injurious to others. So I suggest you apply tactics to cover your message or buttress your point. Rather than being so harsh, try not to be predictable in approach. Always disappoint the naysayers by not playing into their hands. Okay, now I think I understand better. Dalo, What I mean is that you defend your faith with honesty without fear of favor. Chidebere Jidofo, thank you very much. Now, Mazen Frank, when you romance the truth, people don't usually get the point. There is what we call romancing people's ego. That is not who I am. The truth is the truth. You must not see it as the truth from my own point of view. What is the essence of coming out in Facebook to come and say something when I cannot stand so strong in what I am saying? Look, let me tell you, my brother, Mazi Frank Anolwe, if I am saying something that you like, no matter how I say it, you will understand it. It will sink so well with you. But the moment I start saying something you don't like, no matter how I polish it, you will still not comprehend what I'm saying. That is emotion, and there is nothing we can do about that. For example, let me give you an instance. I get some comment from Ofodo followers and Matthias, who will come to me and say, "Nesu gonna that aggressive no on a program. People will understand. Esugo, who is making you angry? You are unnecessarily angry. Esugo, you are aggressive. You are this. Now, that is because I am aggressively saying something that you don't like. Matthias na afọ check onya bulu egbe na mma. Hiti oweto walo ya haka shop na abiacha hiti. Onu anagu ye ona aba ngu nwa na asi na ezugo da aggressive eje na comment section ya na asi ride on nwa Chineke. I love your energy. When Matthias use it to say something you like, it will be a positive energy that you like. But when I use it to say something you don't like, I will be unnecessarily aggressive. Have you seen? So that is why I want to have it in mind that you must not agree with Ezugo 100%. Where you disagree with me, drop it in the comment section. Let us talk about it. But why dropping it in the comment section? Drop it in a responsible way. In a responsible way. I'm not about too much in this media, but when we go something to understand about how people see things in this social media. You want to go? That thing, if you will like it, or you feel like it, would the same thing, if you will hate when you feel like it. But the only difference is that that energy I channel into something that you don't like. But the other person channel that energy into something that you like. I understand that perfectly well. That is why some people nature hanya negalanya. Mana oboso na ifuru me yi akwa iko puta. Iko mu nkogwalo and njesi iko ye nko nke ya fofu because I can go advantage. Advantage nwere ebe no na mma anu na video finish ye man ye de sha ife ni nation ide na comment section mana mmekwu ife ni nchoro ikwu nnekwu ide response cannot be the same. The energy cannot be the same because of what you can do nnekwu chakoli ife ni nko wa ono type nke na type the very type of 50 words here man 50 words are mass summarize here within 2 minutes. You know that Ezugo, you are a real man that don't look at someone's face to tell the person the truth. But our people hate to hear the truth. Let's stop bad attitude. What can you hear to her? What can you hear to her? Okay, mama, I fully ebe mmadu biaro na Facebook. Come on, Jem reply ya. If mmadu Jena reply ma asem, but why are you insulting him? Why can't you, mana, ofu koludi ifo nya del jump woye. Ifo ye jukwu maka ifo nya del na ofiru na mu deserve everything the bad. You wanna go? In fact, the person even wish that na me we hono made you reply or na me we hanya made you fife be we reply. Yeah. So we understand. That is why there are some advices people here. For example, let me give you an example of Ifen Leku. During the time Emelo Gesho Keke Njaka arrest, a lot of people when Leku Ogechi go and apologize. I looked at intentions of Nda go and apologize. Wherefore, intention had all clear. The aim of telling Ogechi to go and apologize is not so that there will be peace. It is because they want to nail Ogechi finally to apathy of he bend there into submission. That is why they are looking for that apology, and not that they genuinely want peace. Not that they genuinely want peace. So such advice, when you need advice, yeah, he's giving you that advice to weaken you so that you can be weak. Because that intention so will over you. When you're at a higher side. Even the when you example, Eba Madu Je Palem Mwa Je reply ya or respond to Unya Palem. Unya ha bago ne do hash ne pali unya because na no for na insult do wrong. Rather, ocholuku unya na pali unolo on a higher side because no if I call your corner, so they can go and counter if unya ukulu at any time. Go when they feel the pain of you sitting down to digest if unya ukulu. Somehow, as to the gum mado, the mado so much. You other go, I don't good to need to read the people. Before I get too comfortable with you, ma study how study just shy of more for me. I can predict you. I'm not accurate to go on, but I can tell you that I don't good to need predict the people. Man on web back at anya na from all people no. And we make it decide, and we make it kowani if he will make na the next move. And believe me, he make it that next move. I may not be up to 30% wrong. So that is why if na something I'm a make way because I'm not watch given now for my, and if it is not genuine, you will not see me there. If it is not genuine, you will not see me there. I will be 100% against it, no matter how you try. Look, ndeni na me bakwa maka imirizo Ogechi. Kirebe hancha yine no today, kensele no na detention. Ndeni na publicize court city no Ogechi. Kirebe fancha yine no. Ona hado ha we na kensele bia court obosia. They are not interested in kensele. That is the truth. Even if any had an apology, it's still a tool to fight Oge. They want to bend her into submission. And they are not resting until they lay their hands on anything. They can't even help being somebody they pretend they not like Oge just for them to achieve what they want to achieve. If I got the one you put on Facebook, yeah. Or in the name of Nena, let there be peace. As we go preach peace, as we go preach peace. But I know that that thing they are doing is also a tool. Also, now that devices of the enemy as a regard not ignorant of. Yes, also now the devices of the enemy, Agbaro, do not be ignorant of that. Kahayalo, e pretende. Na eme fa we buy me can be from China today. Are they not aware that the same woman that arrested Ogechi, now the same woman arrested another person for the past 2 months and day, for the past 1 month and day, sorry, and that person has been in detention without anybody speaking for him. That same person was brought to court the other day and he was taken back to prison yard. Are they not aware? How many? Ask yourself, why arrest Ogechi's were so popular? Why did you wear na Rise TV? Why did you wear na other news platform agas? Why did you wear na publicize EJ court here? Why bail condition yet you were so loud? Why? You understand? Why did they even went to the extent of going to prison yard to capture a video of her? Why are they always everywhere making her condition to be so worse that you can think that not only apology we fail make or do free? That also is a tool for fighting. It's a fighting tool. It is a weapon of warfare. But you don't know. Let us feel like we are having compassion on you, so that we will make those people who are standing with you to look iberibe, so that we can make your condition to appear worse to people, so that people will feel like you are helpless even when you are doing the best you can. It's a device of the enemy. They tried it. Imagine the same people who are praying for Ogechi to come out, loving Ogechi to come out. When Ogechi finally came out on her own, they now decided to be teasing her again. Why is she not talking? Why is she not talking? No, that go we. You ask yourself, what do these people want? What do they truly want? When she talks again, if I come mad. By the way, I posted a video of somebody by Ogechi, when Ogechi responded to the person at the same WhatsApp, if somebody Ogechi, you have started saga again. You see? That is why is enough mother ya gwagasia ya na is enough na gwagasia ya na is enough does not mean that it's enough wajife, but it's enough is a way of that person trying to shut you down so that another you can carry on, can overtake your voice. You gotta go mako ife mmadu na ekwu choro inu and o choke na another thing and ekwu ye ngwa na ire refute kwu ife ahụ onye a na-ekwu o wesize is enough now. That voice when I high, people and go and when I mean you should be wise. Madine ya anya na mmadụ ịlọga anya wo fife ko. Mana ịdụ wise. Iya man nke nele na manu nkano na ano. Ekene kafe ha nku aka ịmalugo. Ịmanu ife na guy how far. Mari ife na ekene agafe go nku aka. You other go. You need to be wise. You need to be wise. So the kind of blogging I do is the kind of blogging not very difficult. The same thing with Ijo Webudon and so many people. To be honest with you, there are so many people. There are so many people. There are so many people. The kind of blogging I name are very unique because we have an opportunity of making a lot of money. I can tell you. And will an opportunity of making a hell lot of money. But we are using our page for something while other people are using it for merchandise. You want to go? A lot of people are using it for merchandise, making money with your intelligence, fooling you just to make money. And you are clapping for such kind of people. I look agbalangona ahama afo ochagbambam were aba n'ime uno ahama aba n'ime uno maka na mfro ochagbambam o nwere ife mmelu just like ụmụnne anyị ndị adoration Enugu na-eme video a lot of people are now fear Ezugo is now against the adoration. No, I'm not against them. They are the people who are fighting back, but I am not fighting. I am only clarifying issues to them. I am only telling them the reason why they should understand that what Evangelist Ebukobi is passing through today is the same thing that Father Mbaka passed through the other days. That is just what I'm doing. Even when I made the video yesterday, when I said that no one if ya whoop taketa, but na meji we kuzi lesson. Yes, we video ya wo to go na phone mado. Abogata nya 4 years ago. If I like, post way official one of these days and post to because that is just to teach lesson so that people can understand. Na mmado follow mo ebe njere nyo mamili phone ye we fuo. When I wear my brother, no go musuje phone now. No go mamile ka mbiara enyo. onye na-ebe a kweta na onye a nwere ike ya wụnya zute fon a orukwu ụbọchị ọzọ ị nọrụkwa ebe mmadụ jere ịgbasa akwa fonu mmadụ fuo a na-ekwuzi nna anụ nkwu possibility na ọwa onye azụje fon a esi na-asị ngụ nwaanụ jere ịnyụ mamịrị ebe fonu fụrụ understanding na-enwe possibility na-enwere ike ya ngụ ya ewu fon ha and people ghọta ịfụkwazi ebe another person jere ikosa akwa fonu wee fuo ichefuzi isi na ebe ọ na ngụnwa na ebe fonu dụ enwere possibility na ọhụ ngụ woje na ọdụkwa possible na ọhụ onye a ya were fonu a esi na-asị nọọsụ nya onye na-ebe a nọọsụ nya the only suspect enwere uhie a ife my mom na-akpọ ewu mmadụ gọọ ọgba ọsị ọgbachie ọ ife my mom na-akpọ ya my mom na-asị na mmadụ gọọ ọgba ọsị ọgbafuo. You pass through a lot of things where you even went as far as accusing the bishop, not bishop, when they set you up. Now plan a lot of things. Now today, those things in another person. You don't want to be sensitive. You are claiming to be insensitive to the plight of that person. He believe that from beginning to end, now plant they are plant. That people we are paid to do that job. That people were paid to do that job. You don't want us to also see the possibility. Now blackmail, only have blackmail. No when the mmadụ ka your problem or no ngo ka no further na accuse no ngo kwuru mmadụ ụgwọ. Or the impossible when somebody will accuse you with the bishop on your behalf. That is the kind of being insensitive man that I like in a Facebook. And if you may question because I'm even new. I know what I'm talking about. Among so many incidents in Nenugu, when very remarkable, there was accusation upon accusation, and people were seen talking. No matter how weighty that allegation though, you came out and said that then the same way the Zionites siwena siwena pointed at you a mastermind to for the no will a lot of people on a plan or something I can achieve the same person not in this picture that accused you was busy pointing at the bishop Onaga. No bishop Onaga. Wonye now mastermind if I name it. Now somebody they use it now manipulate it. Obviously, people said, yes, I know when you call now manipulating that. Kiluko siwelu nka do so weighty. Nka sinike. Even people who said that in recent time, I am not even sure if they knew where the origin of that thing they said, where it came from. What is it that is being alleged maybe not today that people have not alleged times 100? Eme chakwolu. Kwoni shore ne kwuru mmadụ 1 million ka oje gbuo bishop. Nde kwuru ife ahụ ha anwụsigo etoro fanga. Ukelebe fano today. What happened to them? What happened to them? But all those time, you were believing, you and your members, na if I won't plant ka plant renda. Na kwuru ndo ụgwọ. Na bishop na ndo otu no out to close down adoration ministry and people na-ekweta. Oruzie na nke onye ọzọ, onye ahụ na-agwakwa na if I people no against him to close down Zion. Na-ekwu na asị na nwere onye nwe ụmụazị. Na nwere onye nwe ụmụazị na this is the imbalance I am fighting against. Na nserego ike ahụ ịchọrọ ka eji wee maalụ mmadụ ka eji wee maalụ were ike ahụ wee maalụ mmadụ mana ike ahụ ịchọrọ ka e wee maalụ ejikwa na ike ahụ maalụ mmadụ ọ dị too much in the message in the preach. That accusation do so weighty that a woman no na-ekwu okwu, a woman no na-ekwu okwu n'ebe nwa nwaanyị nọ, n'ebe nwa nwaanyị nọ. What can look, Lovett nwere ike ịpụta mee ife, Lovett ya pụtakwa ọgwa na intention o ji wee mee. Every other people ị nwere ike ịda akpọ. But what can be more than a woman coming out to accuse nwa nwaanyị n'ebe ị nọ? What can be worse than nne na nwata, nne na nwa ya ịda aka ọnụ because of you, while you are in the midst of reason atalụ nwata nwaanyị ji wee na-akọ nne ya ọnụ na-akparị mama ya. I said that yesterday because I never wanted to post the video just to see the reaction of ndị nna gwu okwu ife. Now, all of you, after all that exercise, believe you not bishop or now planting ndị niile melu that, which is understandable, yes. Looking at what is happening then, somebody surely bring your ministry down, can do whatever it takes to bring your ministry down. But in that case, a bishop will never accuse. Now, what will happen if in this case, not a reverend father can accuse? When you people accuse a bishop in your own time, and right now, they will gonna accuse you a reverend father. What's wrong in that? It's for you to clear yourself. Because if I'm not pass you, maybe involved, and you have the greatest opportunity to do that without disagreeing with anybody. Which is gonna be gonna and them want to misunderstand the message more. When I said Ndo official Afancha and Ndo Mechara Afancha, I wasn't referring to Ebuka and his ministry. It was a Sunday message. But you refused. You continue compounding the issues until it became a full-blown ogo. Although I say, na Lovett potalo na Lovett cannot be planted. No one na Lovett jake ekwo no benye that testimony out of faith. You are pretending as if Lovett cannot be planted, as if a native doctor cannot be planted, as if a fake testimony cannot be planted. But enwere ike planting kwuo na eto nwaanyị ime. Enwere ike allege na ekwuru 1 million, ni wota 1 million ka ewe je gbuo bishop. Enwere ike, do you know how dirty ife kwuru na that video? More so, if a woman who is talking about nwa nwaanyị, her daughter ọmụrụ amụ n'afọ, throughout the course of that discussion, there was never a place I confirm no blood that woman ọmụrụ nwa, meaning gono no nwa ya nwaanyị ka ọ wụ eziokwu, no nwa nwaanyị ka ọ wụ. So Adam ekwu okwu ka o wee wụrụ. Wụrụ nke a wee mara nta. Adam ekwu okwu ka o wee wụrụ. When I talk, I look at both sides. I look at both ways. If all these things that happen, no nature start even in anya wee kwuo a bishop accusing a bishop. And we did not see where the said Reverend Father came out to rebuke the person. No bishop, wonye na mastermind the far. We did not see where this same person came out to rebuke Onya and said, please stop accusing my bishop or stop insulting my bishop. We did not see that. I'm not talking about Maria or Tak or Gono. Onye nke one other person. But she's also a human being. So, let us say we agree. Even in our setup. Why will you not agree if any Ebuka na pass through setup? I'm asking you. Ọwụrụ na a mother nwere ike accuse nwa etobalo nwa ya ime. Kwuo ngo nwa papa nwa eku nwa akpọ ngo papa de nwa. Sije be DNA ngo papa de nwa. Whether na eziokwu ase. Ọwụrụ na nwata nwaanyị mụrụ nwa nwere ike ịpụta kwuo such thing about nwa and then go. Ngonwa na-ekwu no nwere ndị gobiri mama nwa ahụ no nwere ndị gobiri mama nwa ahụ ka ọ bịa lụọ that dirty job and we agreed with you indeed yes na him the kind of battle you na pass through that na eziokwu yes na egobisha the woman because now man no wolo no Zion no Ebuka no in that picture today even you will talk about it. You will use it to preach na your altar. Father Webe will carry it everywhere without us all the books of sale. Because now if Webe we could go analyze the video, all the books of sale. Keri ife ye ime nwata nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ya eji wee tụọ ụga against nwa ya. Ha ye books of sale. Keri isi mkpatalụ nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ye ji wee tụwa ụga against nwa mụrụ amụrụ afọ. They will ask you this question. Yes. Yeah? They will ask you this question. Kedu ife kpatalụ nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ye ji wee je tụwa ụga against nwa? How you answer that question? But in his case, I understand that if I will set up that people can go to any length to blackmail somebody. That people can go to any length when they want to bring somebody down. Manolo and Kebuka. He show like he go see I fast. He just screenshot what we can actually bring that picture of that woman, bring the picture of Maria Otako, bring the picture of your father, bring the picture of that girl, screenshot one in the day. We wolukoni iko ishoro ka ewe ma alụgo iwe ma alụ mmadụ wori iko ahụ ishoro ka ewe ma alụgo na ma alụ mmadụ n'ọnya ife na-ewe m iwe n'ebe ndị mmadụ nọ Chinwenda anọzie nọmba m dị na my page o jee na my page jee na info iwo nọmba m ịghọtara ọkwanya ife ahụ a na-ekwu ibelivuru na ife niile ahụ setọp mana nke Ebuka na-agwaziru na ife ahụ ndị na-agba mgba ka ha bring ya down ịjụ na-asị atọ I love the morning topic what Governor Soludo TV said in Nnewi. Up to this moment no Nnewi elite has debunked it. They all are complicit in it. Of course we will continue to ask questions until the day we will get answer, no doubt. Ato, you can join us. Join us each time we are talking about Nnewi. Let us talk about Nnewi. I need the able-bodied youth who are going to stand up this time. So that we can reclaim our land. We can claim back Nnewi and they make Nnewi if I shock or wolo. So I am still looking because I really want to use that story as dirty and as unhenya or supposed to do in an I want to use it. I know this is what happened 4 years ago. Now during the course of ministry, Father, that there were a lot of controversies in the past. And all those things was linked to people who wants to bring him down. It was story after story. Story in Ghana end. Another one. There is even the one involving Kajetan, Father Kajetan from Agolo. Father Kajetan shall bring down ministry adoration. Father Kajetan was a lot of them, or even this guy in our video Bosia. Did you see the way he spoke about Father Kajetan? Or when you can play the video on with the other guy? Did you see the way he spoke about Father Kajetan? Now the question is, Father Kajetan na Father Mbaka, who is older in age, who became a priest first before the other. When it comes to money, say, Father Kajetan who a nobody to you from Agolo, a goat. You want to go? So he even made reference to Father Kajetan Kochari for color, no Father Kajetan Polo Mbaka Y, BBC Ogwo. You know, they know how to make allegation and get away with it. But when other people make the same allegation against them, it becomes a problem. He concluded that it was Father Kajetan who paid BBC to sing Mbakawai. I wonder why he did not pay Gozi Okeke. I wonder why he did not pay Chijoke Nwasadebe. I wonder why he did not pay Kelafaya Mudigwe Nwa Mudigwe Kelafaya to sing that song. Or Mike Udebui. I wonder why they went for BBC that me and you did not know before going back a while. They know how to make allegation, but you cannot make anyone. Abraham is also how sent. It is still within the injustice I am fighting, because within if you allow the devil to use you, we will use you as a case study, no matter who you are. They brought Father Kajetan in. A lot of people has gone in this particular allegation where they are trying. You know, he passed through a lot of humiliation, persecution during those days on at the peak. I wonder why he keeps saying every day, Ebuka aneku makofonye, if any wase, all these things. Why must it always be you? The question is, those days, why must it always be you? Are you confirming to us now that now allegation nina ndo to wule ponde madmi if nina had a woman mezu? Because I remember that those days it was always you. In the case of Evangelist Kobe, people were even accusing a specific people, but in your own case they were accusing the church and the bishop. They were accusing the church and the bishop. Yes. A lot of accusation was made to Bishop Onaga right from the altar. Is it not time? Can see they can see me, they can see more make it. And then me make it me benine. And me make it. Okwe me fa aneku, na ego na eselu mmadu no obro for me. Ima na me ku you no obro for me. Even when it comes to issues that have to do with money, I know how I can handle that thing between me and my friend. All handle a friendship value of man. I cannot lose that person because of money. I am telling you the truth. So, if I have a wish, to say 2 or 3 TM, I am always an expert in treating other people like that. If you react the same way, I will not mind. I will not mind. Draw a lot of people go on a phone. Even in some issues, I understand they're not busy. But make nobody for PK, we talk. Draw. I showed you people a conversation during the time Madunyelemo complained about Summer Best. And I called Summer Best how many times and message. I did not count it as anything. I waited until the day was sent the message. I called him, we spoke, and that is it. You cannot hear me complaining and I'm not going to pick you. I can do that. I'm katai musi wedo. Ignore message him. I will call him intentionally. It is left for you. Because I know that there are instances where I will be in a kind of something like that. I cannot take calls also. So if I know that it is possible, and then they take what I mean, explain to people that this is what is going on. Why will I get upset when somebody now do the same thing? I will assume that I already know all these things. This person doesn't need to explain to me because I already know. That is why Inji said, if people are treating other people the way they want people to treat them, we will have less problem in this world. But the reason why we are having problem more is because people tend to be selfish. Now this life I've been there, they think that this life is all about how they see things, that they are superior, that whatever thing that happens to them is the right way. Or say, the same thing on America. It will even take a special grace for you to behave in a different way. Yes. They say no you make no go to no ngwana ka atogaria advocate akowolo ka ifuzie ni vi yeme no wo ni yeme worse than onye na say no. You are just being emotional and sentimental, thinking kowolo. Or you may worst self. Yeah? Or you may worst. So when I look at that issue, I think I need to treat it for a reason. I posted that video post yesterday because I want people to see reason. Mmadụ na-agbalụ na ife awụ ndị ilo na plan downfall ya and na ha na plan ngụnwa gagolo ọgba wee na-asị ọgbachie wee so na part of people na-achọ ka ị na-atọmenti onye. Why when we look at your own, the scandals, the mush, the scandals, the mush. There was even an issue of na nwanne m nwoke agha amụrịrị onye dị otu a. The church asịrị onye dị obedient to wee sị na church enweghị right, na church na-eneghị ife dị otu a, na ife dị otu a, na ife dị otu a, o wee wụ n'ọtụ oke na church enweghị right stop mmadụ na onye je n'onye ọ chọrọ ịnụ. The bishop went ahead to give instruction that the church should wed your brother. It became an issue. You took it up against the bishop and the church. Is that not disobedient for those people who are looking for disobedience in every action of Ebuka and his members? You people don't want to tell yourselves the truth. And I want somebody at this point to tax Timothy of Ebu. Let him come. Tax Father Webe Joy. Let him come. Yes. I want us to understand. I am going to post a video, and after posting that video, I will analyze it now, the last one. Let us know the scandals. If there is a man of God in the East, Mwekolu, the highest scandals, both a very bad one, it is a father from Enugu, Elijah. Now, all those scandals, you made us to believe that these are all plots by your enemies to bring you down into making the church to close down adoration ministry. We all believe you. We did not doubt you. We did not argue with you. We said as believers, yes, Nezioku. We know that there are people who are always up against the kingdom. Yes, Nezioku. They are planning. Olusie and your brother. The shock he used to even against him. And then make water. No, the same way the mothers were not planning against you. Case when I plan against Sonia. What can be more? Can you forget Chukulu do worse than even Mama that girl? Mama that girl say they for 1 million. Go away, the bishop. Yeah. Need a woman. Need a woman. She even accused you. You want to see the video? Yeah. That's what she said. What did Ogechi say that is worse than if that woman Ukulu? What action was taken against her? I am asking. Because what the woman, do you know what that lady said against the bishop? Did the father come out to issue a statement against what that woman said? That you are waiting for Ebuka to come out and call J Park, Governor Eziokwu Ezugo, and Ogechi to order. Did your own father come out to call that lady to order, to tell her to withdraw every single allegation she leveled against the bishop? Was it done in any way? The answer is no. That is the problem. That is the problem. That some of those videos, I'm not telling you that Nez Yoku, so that you will not put me in the same level with you, who always want to use any story, Zion, against Zion. I'm not telling you that Nez Yoku. Yes, because I understand and then about Madumba, they can go to any length. They can even set somebody up. Yes, about 70% or 60% of people who are in prison today for rape. That woman won't plant here. Oh, Kita Kona is difficult. Okay, why I go and why you make a leave? Otipo Harumbu nation that when them mother be about it, and before you know it, Jenga. Omerie, Omehe, Onye Merie, Kerifo Jimeye, obviously, no way, on this seduce you, will have follow into it. We decide that if I don't have you, nobody else can have you. So there may be reasons why people can do a lot of things to frame you up. It happens. You cannot pretend that it doesn't happen. It happens. That is the truth. So if the one that happened to you, the more scandalous than nke na-emebe ni, or the more scandalous than nke na-emebe ni, you see, Asuko Penesere and the evangelist Ebukobi was the one that called the woman to order. Do they even know that that was the video that evangelist Ebukobi was responding to by telling them that they should touch not my anointed? Do they know that that was the video evangelist Ebukobi was addressing that umofeke bloggers here jebukutati ni ife evangelist? Wait, I will post a video so that people will know why evangelist Ebukobi made that video. Let us not be emotionally manipulated. If we can believe them, now plan refer against the prophet, against the priest of God. Alone and came against Ebukobi. Or now where people know after his ministry. You know obviously that this young man is passing through the same thing he passed them. What he needs is your strength. You need to lend him your strength. He did it for you during your own time. He used his strength and everything to vouch for you before his congregation, not minding how weighty that allegation was. There was an allegation of human murder. There was an allegation of etowa murder. There was so many allegations. Evangelist Ebukobi not yet in Zion. We vouch for you where he was cautioning people. Where he was cautioning people. Oluo na nkeye, if he well to do way or not, Shoki instigate your people against him. Is that patriotism? That is not patriotism. I will see it as the same thing somebody called about P2B. About P2B standing in for you for Union Bank not to confiscate your assets through Anchor. And upon P2B coming to give you that news, you invited him for a harvest. He came to that harvest, you humiliated him. That was paying back evil, paying back good with evil. Let us not be sentimental here. I'm telling you. So I'm not part of the people who are at the you gotta go. If I tell you that Father Mbaka don't owe Evangelist Ebukobi an apology, a man I'm not talking. The same way you will feel no anybody. He owes Evangelist Ebukobi, that lame brother in Afo. He owes him an apology. Because all of us, there is no crime we have committed. If the girl that is in the middle of that scandal can talk to Bishop anyhow with authority, because no fear that he and father did not call her to order openly, rebuking her openly, so that the bishop will know that now in the same line with even that woman. It was not done. The lady was insulting the bishop anyhow, accusing the bishop and calling him even onaga. Calling him onaga. And the woman who mama this girl, at a point in Bole, she even said, Namaya is the father. What did not happen then? That was when Evangelist Ebukobi made that video that they are circulating. Look, let me tell you. I want you to understand one thing about my blogging here. I hate when people are being humiliated, intimidated, or blackmailed. That person must not be a saint for me to know that that particular something, I don't know the history of that person. For me to know that that particular something, no accuse Onya of, Nonya the innocent of it. The person must not be a saint for me to know that that particular thing, Onona alleged against Onya, Nonya Hemehe. That is one thing you may not like about my blogging. Yes. Evangelist Ebukobi defended him in everything they labeled against him. Where were all these people defending him now? Then, Joshua, you see, I don't behave that way. I don't behave that way. I believe in all those things he made them. Well, I know blackmail. Na Bishop Okoro. I will believe you without arguing. Yes. Now today, fast forward to Nke Evangelist Ebukobi. Let us even assume that Lovett did not say that Nyawuzie no na Lovett could not desire on the area. But she did not say it. That is why in Jewish and K Lovett ya Gusrina. Lovett gave that testimony out of faith. Because that was what she said. No need that testimony out of faith. And up till today, if I'm in Enugu, Enugu will advantage over that case. Up till today, nobody has been able to prove na Evangelist Ebukobi ha kwori ụgwọ or non desire kwori ụgwọ. So, what of Owuruzie na the girl ji ọnụ ya kwuo yes na ndị Zion kwuru ya ụgwọ? Or what of Owu na Jonathan the padlock man ji ọnụ ya kwuo yes na Zion kwuru ya ụgwọ? Anyị pụtakwazie na agwaghị na ife ahụ nzi ka eziri this man, na ife ahụ plant ka plant this man, so na iya ajụ. Remember, it was a mother talking on behalf of her daughter. Yet, we agreed that you were framed up. What of all na these people you have? Yes, na Zion kwuru ụgwọ ka ha bịa lụọ ọrụ. So anyị na-agbaghị na plantịrị ndị a plantị. So ihe ekwe ọwụwụrụ na bishop nwere ike planti mmadụ ka emerụ ụdị ife ahụ emerụ. Ọ dị difficult na fada nwere ike ịkwụrụ native doctor ụgwọ. Ife ya ekwu ori kwuo na imeghe. Yes. Ori kwuo na imeghe. Ọ dị same allegation ebolu ka ndị otu bụrụ bishop bụrụ. Emo na ebolu fada Kajeta. Emo ụzọ ife ọ na-ekwu na fada Kajeta njekwa ụgwọ. Emo ụzọ ife ọ na-ekwu. The fact is that as a priest, you have fought more battles even within the church. You should have an idea of what Evangelist Ebukobi is passing through. Why you are being insensitive to that is still what I don't understand. And I'm still yet to understand that. But the truth is that if there is one man who should have a first-hand experience or feeling of what Ebuka is passing through right now, it should be you. It should be you. And when I see you playing insensitive to that fact, on a wooden. You want to go? On a wooden. Now, let me end this broadcast now, because I want to do something now. Something about this video. But before I end this broadcast, a second. Yes. So, I want us to understand something. And if I want with I like it they explain now all my broadcasts. Always put yourself in somebody's shoes. You want to go? Or draw difficult. Always put yourself in somebody's shoes. If we are always doing that, we will have less problem among us. We will have less problem among us. If we stop being selfish, let us stop being selfish. If it can happen to you, it can happen to another person. If it can happen to you, it can happen to another person. Because a lot of people who na father and well, I want to hold a story. Yes. Ụfọdụ na-ekwu na fada amụrụ nwa aghọtaghị n'ebe story ahụ si wee pụta, and that is the truth. So you don't need to hate what I'm doing, because one day you will be at the mercy of Ezugo. That day you will want Ezugo to be that Ezugo that I am or I have always been, that you don't support. I don't support injustice. I have been a victim of conspiracy. I know how it feels. At that particular point, you will always wish that there is just one person who will understand you. In the midst of that conspiracy against you, you will only be looking for one person who will genuinely understand you, who will put everything about who you have been and understand you, that you see, I am innocent. Until you get to that point, you will not understand why I always align myself with people who are being victimized. I don't look at crowd or numbers. 100 people might be wrong about you. So when they say not 1%, not 2%, not 3%, not 4%, or this is not the first time, this is not the second time, it may not be the first time, it may not be the second time, it may not be the third time, but it might be wrong at the fourth time. Yes, it may be wrong at the fourth time. Ayejizi okwute tuwu onye zugoro ohi ugboro ịtọ na the fourth one ahụ nya zuru. Is that justice? That is injustice. Go nya unu wolu because of na onye ahụ ezugo ohi mbụ na-achọrọ fonu na block ọrụ nya zuje, achọ fonu na Mr. Beast ọrụ nya zuje, achọ fonu na Tantalizer ọrụ nya zuje, achọzie fonu na Sweet Sensation asizie no nya woje ewe wori shetu woye why na Emeka woje ọbụrụ nya woje. You have Obala, an innocent person, now your hand. You cannot run away from it. So that is what I am here on Facebook to bridge in that gap. I am happy doing it. I have never for one day regretted doing whatever thing in the name of Facebook. For an name of Facebook, you very remote. During the time of Mirabe, I told you people, the only way you can understand where I am coming from Ebe Mirabel no. Will your daughter in her position? Will your sister in her position? Will your mother, because no omoromu in her position? Imagine if it was your sister doing that thing on Ebe. Won't you be grateful to the person who exposed for you to know that no Nemefa? At that particular point, won't you start working on your sister to avoid future occurrence? Will you go and start fighting the person who made you to know na one na angu Igbo or na one na angu Kolos? Does it matter? Mmadụ bịa gwa na one na angu Kolos. Usetara u video ebe one na angu Kolos. Iwe na agwa na one na angu Kolos. Instead of ije mara ife ihe eme, o we ngudewe Kolos. Or uche die. If it's an adult, uche die. Because n'ife advice ya na agbakonu mma na ana enye onye uche eji maka ọ bụrụ onye uche ya adụghị, a lot of things people na-eme, they take away their productive time, na affecting their mental health and everything. You ought to go. So you only know one day, you will be happy seeing her always coming online to awaken the message you go and money them. Always coming out to remind people, no, online, it will start spreading again. Are you going to be happy if she is your sister? Of course, I know. If we keep her and Oge, as you know, release the video, you will choose Oge to be your sister. No, come man, your sister is in man. carry a man is in your sister. Yes. Oh yeah, come on. Your sister is in man. Carry a man on your sister carry easily. Which one will be more shameful? I'm asking you. In the moment you drew away with this question, what I hear now, imagine non go 1 year. Now your mom made the grave mistake of him make or toy for that. Some people may not forgive their mother. That is what we are saying. You standing for her emotionally. It's injustice. It's injustice to your conscience because of the hatred you will for another. You are allowing another to perish. That is it. My message is clear. So, I actually wanted to see the opinion of people who like me and those who don't like me. You got to go? People who like me and those who don't like me. I'm going to post a video. Share that video so that we can learn a lesson. We can learn a lesson. Ife Fadambaka Melune Wutem. Because he forgot that he has been a victim of the same thing. Now he is playing part in another person suffering the same fate. Oh, when they wutem, they need to address that video. The same people who were all over social media at that time, and they believed they were right. In even putting the name of the bishop down. Just to clarify this issue. Now, when it comes to their own Alpha and Omega time, they felt that his name is too big for us to mention. Did Timothy of Ewu correct them that time? The answer is no. Where are they? Where was Father Webe then that 4 years ago? Where were they? But because no one believe Ebuka deserve for anything, and when we say something, people will misunderstand what we are saying. I've never regretted any of my engagement on Facebook, and I'm not going to regret it anytime soon because it is me being Ezugo. I have never compromised once in being Ezugo. So even if I have made mistake, I have made that mistake being Ezugo that I am. It will only make me to learn more, to be wiser, and not to make that mistake again. It's not such a mistake that I will do intentionally. Potentially, to manipulate him into doing that. Who can manipulate me? I always put myself in shoes of people. That is why you see me speaking with so much emotion on Facebook. Emotion, not sentimental, not being emotional into tweeting the truth. But the passion you will see me. Emotion is not the right word, but passion. You will see me speaking with so much passion, relating that issue. It is because I am assuming that this is me. I have put myself in that position. This is me. How will I feel? How will I feel? How will I feel? Yeah? That is it. So, ohonke na mmadụ dịrị mo. There is no passion in doing that. Ọrụ mmadụ dịrị gị. Iwelo welo chasị ya etu isi ewe pụtaka na-ekwu na mmadụ dịrị. Iti yoso tiye magi. Go. I'm telling you. Nobody can say this is me doing what I believe in. This is what I believe in. It's a call to me. So I'm not regretting anything. I want to hear opinions. Like the other time, if somebody says, "Make a akanisi kogono," you say, "I will stop it." And they believe in the more. There are so many other things. I explained the issue of my temper, that it is ekelechi. That is not actually show that I'm more angry or I'm more upset. When I speak that way, is a way of me trying to make you to understand. It's not that I am angry. That is ekelechi. Or if there is nothing I can do. Just focus on the message. The message is more important if you focus on that message. So I am against any form of oppression. And they believe now, if they pass it through, another person now pass it through it, you should be able to understand. We must not always understand you. You will help us to judge another person. That was so scandalous as a priest to the church. Yet, people were able to see and reason outside the box to believe that this can actually be a setup. No matter how real it appears, people still believe that it can actually be a setup. Why another man of God he passed through the same thing? He insensitive about the possibility and probability when he came in what is happening. It doesn't speak well. Share this video.